Why is it important to not be mad at women in your 20s? Because they have the power. They're in a position of power, and it's human nature to use your advantages. It is human nature to use your advantage. And women at that age are going to use their advantage. You can still have fun. You can kick it with them. But man, don't think you're gonna nail one down. And you would and the thing is it'll be stupid to try to. Even if you did nail her down, you're not gonna be happy at the main upkeep cost. It'll be like getting a Rolls Royce. Getting a Rolls Royce in your 20s may sound cool, but the upkeep costs and the maintenance. And as much as guys talk about being on their purpose, being on their grind, such and so forth, one thing that tends to frustrate more men is the maintenance of their feminine companions. Because you can't make women do what you want them to do. You can't make them act how you want them to act, and you can't make them be how you want them to be. And that's what frustrates a lot of young men, and I get it, but we're modern men. And what we're going to do is, like, modern women is a different connotation than modern men. We're going to make modern men, modern sexy savages, contemporary men, avant-garde men, elite men. I'm going to come up with a word that denotes modern men, but you're going to have to accept that being a modern man is different than it was for that different time. Other men had the advantage of being able to work one job and being able to provide for an entire family. It's not the same, guys. It's simply not the same. Moderators, keep putting the link in the chat room. It's not the same. So it will be better for you guys to, instead of being upset with women, understand male and female nature. I want you to do that. I don't expect you to go back to sleep. I want you to understand male and female nature. I want you to understand sexual marketplace dynamics. I want you to understand all of the tenets of everything we talk about. Then I want you to act accordingly. Act accordingly. I was talking to a young guy today, in his 20s, and his people from Belarus, and I'm like, man, I wouldn't be worried about a woman until I'm at least 35. Because you're going to need more than guys did in any other time in life. We got to just get to that point. And another thing, going out in groups. I'm not really a big fan on going out with groups of men, yes. But let me also give you guys another piece of advice. Becoming friends with women in college, beautiful women, to listen to how they think. This is what volunteering yourself for the friend zone to key women removes sex from the table and opens women up to telling you the truth. Once you hear how women really tend to think from their friend zone perspective, it'll change your game. It'll change your idea on a lot of different things. Okay? I'm bringing people in one at a time. Volunteering to be in the friend zone. Now, when I say volunteer to be in the friend zone, I mean that. Volunteer to be in the friend zone. Don't try to get your way out. You're spying. You're a double agent. The question is, how do you find a woman that aligns with your values? For what outcome?
Marriage, long term, like just somebody, because I'm trying to build myself up.
Hold on. I'm talking to the guys 18 to 29. You're in a different phase. So,
sorry.
But I'll answer the question. Are you in a position to have your wife quit?
What, quit her job?
Yes.
Take care of somebody? I think so. I mean, I'm not.
Do you make
Say
enough
I'm on
money
my way
to?
up.
Do you make enough money to hire your woman?
Hey, I make about like 50,000 with bonuses or extra
No,
bonuses and stuff like
no,
that
you
on
don't.
top.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
All right.
I mean, that's just the reality. You don't make enough to hire your woman.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, no, not really.
No, I mean that's fine. Like I'm getting there, but I
But
appreciate
getting so if I told you where to go find them, and
right.
you're not ready for them.
All right.
But this is perfect what I mean. So Austin, you're kind of where I was saying, why spend any time thinking about a wife if you're not in a position to hire her?
I agree
Knowing
with
what modern women are.
I do. I agree with that because like
All right. But
been
if you agree with it, really agreed with it, why would you even ask the question?
I mean, maybe it's just because I'm just like, I am working hard at getting like furthering my career, and I'm just tired of being like,
no. It's because men today are romantics, and you want love. You want love and consistent sex and somebody to rub your stomach, and you're not there yet, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it for sure.
I know. So this is 2020, 2022 is about self-awareness. Don't lie to yourself.
Hey man, I'm right there with you.
Okay, but if you're right there with me, okay, you can't talk through me. If you're right there with me, then understand you're a modern man. You know what the dating environment is like.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if you put yourself in the position. This is why I'm going to talk about marriage. I would not be worried about marriage. Make this clear. I would not be worried. I would not be concerned with trying to be married, guys, unless I can employ my woman. Maximum leverage.
Right.
So you're not in that position, my friend. So no guy is in your financial position. So at best, you'd be looking for some sort of wife who was a partner, 50-50 or whatever. And that's fraught with all kind of different issues that I really don't try to address. It exists for most people, but that's not the focus of my content. But I wanted to answer your question. At 33, are you working 60 hours a week that you're getting paid for each hour?
No, I'm working. I mean, I have a salary, but I work.
You're working 40 hours a week in your job?
More, for sure.
All right. Well, see, one of the things I say is, where's your part-time job? Are you working 60 hours a week?
Oh, I travel a lot for work, so I can't really have a steady job where I live. Okay. Like I work remote and travel.
Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna just be honest. Unfortunately, if you're working over 40 hours a week and you're making $50,000, you need to go become more valuable.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a new position. I've had this job for 2 months.
No, I don't care about the position. I care that you're 33 and you're making $50,000 a year.
Yeah. I'm not college educated, so like I kind of have to do what I have.
I get. Okay. Right. See, this is when you guys start to, okay. Austin.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You're college educated or not. The fact of the matter is you want a wife and you can't afford to pay for a wife and kids on your own. I can't change the environment or the culture. Neither can you, right?
Right.
If you can't afford to buy something, it doesn't matter how much you want it. You either go do what it takes to acquire the money or you buy something else. And this is why I tell guys, a lot of guys are still wanting wives on 1950s terms. You're not in a position to have a modern wife or modern times. You can have a rental woman, a girlfriend, but that's short term. Children don't come from that. So if you're not college educated, fine. Whatever it is, I'm not going to concern myself with what you do, but whatever it is in this world, men get compensated by our competence.
Right.
Go become more competent if you want to take on the responsibility of these good women and such and so forth. Because you got to ask yourself, listen, you got to ask yourself a question. If Bob and David raised their daughter to be the kind of woman you're talking about, right?
Right.
Would those men want their daughter to go to you or to the guy standing next to you who had a similar core values and things like that, and he was making double what you were making?
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course they're going to go with the more secure.
Right? So it has nothing to do with her. You're looking at women that you want, and they're going to have fathers who are going to want her to be in the most secure position, go to the highest bidder. This is why I say, guys, if you're not in a position to control the environment, your wife, such and so forth, and you want long-term relationship and a marriage, look at what's happening in this country right now. It's not a good look. So I really wouldn't be worrying about it at this point is my answer for you. You don't make
it. Mostly, like, I wasn't really thinking of marriage until like I started listening to your podcast or your show and everything. It's because it's like the way you put it, it's like to be more successful in your career.
Well, really but the thing is, right? One comes before the other. You don't. Wives are costs, man.
Yeah.
You don't just get married. You know, I get what you're saying, but what I think what you're saying is a wife will help me become more successful in my career.
There's an episode I was watching, and you said like,
I mean, and I need to get to somebody else too, but no, but you, and that's the problem. This is why you didn't start off strong enough to where at 33 you should already be moving up the path, because the guys I'm talking about are earning more.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I understand. I play my cards different in my life, but I'm trying. Well, I mean,
and it is what it is. But I'm just telling you what I. Okay, have a good one, guys. Honestly, I would say that, and the reason I say that, I want to be clear. We know what the environment is out here, okay? And men who don't have enough leverage tend to get run over.